Right now, someone in North Korea's military is enduring what these 5 women escaped. A 19-year-old hung herself after one night of abuse. That's when they knew steal a patrol boat or die trying. They chose the boat. 2 got shot during the escape. All 5 survived to tell what systematic sexual exploitation looks like inside. The world's most secretive military. Your subscription amplifies these urgent voices. Join us in making a difference. Direct and urgent. What you're about to hear is shocking. Drop a comment and let me know where you're watching from. Your likes and subscriptions keep these stories coming. It all started like this. 2 in the morning. A scream woke me up. No, let me go. The sound came from the hallway of the women's barracks. I bolted upright. Sun-hee in the next bed opened her eyes. So did Kyung-suk, Young-ran, and Hee-suk. All 5 of us exchanged glances. Here we go again. I stepped into the hallway. A senior officer was dragging a 19-year-old recruit by the arm. The girl was crying. "Comrade, what do you think you're doing?" I yelled. The officer shot me a look and said just one thing. "Mind your business. You're no different." He was right. I wasn't. Neither was Sun-hee. None of us were. Flight attendant, pleasure squad, farm girl in this place, we were all the same. The door slammed shut. But the screaming didn't stop. The 5 of us stood there, fists clenched, teeth grinding, unable to do anything. "Let's go back." Sun-hee's voice was low. We returned to our room. No one slept. Kyung-suk muttered under her breath. "Starving back home would have been better. Better than this." Young-ran nodded. "Maybe I should have just let the waves take me. A few months ago, Young-ran nearly drowned during coastal patrol. Lately, she kept saying she should have swum south that day." I stared out the window. My mind drifted back to my days as a flight attendant, flying on the leader's private jet. I thought I'd made it. My parents were so proud. I didn't know it was the beginning of hell. They called it a special assignment. Promotion, they said. Important work. What it really meant was becoming a plaything for high-ranking officials. Around 4 in the morning, things went quiet. An hour later, a door opened. Stumbling footsteps. The next morning came. "Emergency assembly." We rushed outside. A crowd had gathered near the showers. Screams. And inside, the 19-year-old was hanging. She'd taken her own life. "Oh no," Sun-hee groaned. Kyung-suk collapsed. Young-ran cried. Hye-suk turned away. I just stared at the girl. 19 years old. From some mountain village in North Hamgyong province. She'd joined the military for food rations. Now she was dead. A note lay on the floor. "I can't live like this anymore. Mom, I'm sorry." 2 lines. But they said everything. An hour later, a political officer appeared. "Comrades, this is an unfortunate accident. Comrade Kim will be recorded as having died in the line of duty." Accident? Line of duty? We all knew the truth. No one dared speak. That evening, the 5 of us met behind the supply warehouse. "Honey," Kyung-suk called to Sun-hee. "How long do we have to live like this?" Sun-hee said nothing for a long time. Then she spoke. "This was my life too. Back in Pyongyang. In the pleasure squad. Every single day." Her voice shook. "Refuse and your family goes to a political prison camp." So I endured it. Smiled through it. I nodded. Same for me. As a flight attendant, I went to Russia and China. I saw how free people were there. How much better they lived. But we were taught the South was poor. All lies. Hye-suk looked up. "My father's a party official. He doesn't know his daughter gets treated like this." We looked at each other. Flight attendant, pleasure squad member, farm girl, fisherman's daughter, official's daughter. 5 different backgrounds. But one thing was the same. Here we weren't human. Sun-hee spoke. "We have to survive. We can't die like this." "Then what do we do?" Young-ran asked. Sun-hee looked at each of us. Then in a low voice she said, "We leave. We get out of this hell." In that moment, we all understood what she meant. Escape. The forbidden word hung in the air. No one said it aloud, but we were all thinking the same thing. That night, with the screams of a 19-year-old girl still echoing, our fate began to change. After that night, the 5 of us met often. We started sharing our stories, how each of us ended up in this hell. Sun-hee spoke first. "I went to Pyongyang Art School. People said I was good at singing and dancing." Her voice was calm. "After graduation, my teacher called me in. Said I'd been given a great honor. Selected for the pleasure squad. My parents cried with joy. Their daughter had become a flower of the fatherland." "When was this?" Kyung-suk asked. Sun-hee answered. 2018. I was 23. At first, I thought it really was an honor, staying in the best quarters in Pyongyang. Nice clothes, good food, but that wasn't the whole story. Her eyes darkened. The real job was entertaining officials close to the supreme leader. Refuse? Your family goes to a camp, so I smiled through it. For 3 years. How did you end up here? I asked. Sun-hee gave a bitter smile. Last year, one of my colleagues tried to run. They caught her. Public execution. Watching that, I knew I'd end up the same way. So I volunteered. For the Coastal Guard. Thought it'd be better here. Stupid me. Silence fell. Hae-suk spoke. Ani, my father's a party official. I entered as an officer candidate. In 2021. Being an official's daughter must have been nice, Kyung-suk said. But Hee-suk shook her head. Not really. It was worse. When a superior approached me, I refused. Told him, do you know who my father is? So, they contacted my father. And he called me. Said, comply with the system. If you cause trouble, I'm finished too. That's when it hit me. My father couldn't protect me either. Hae-suk's voice trembled. After I refused, they demoted me. From officer candidate to regular guard. I was too ashamed to face my father. I took Hee-suk's hand. Then I shared my story. I was a flight attendant for Air Koryo. Graduated from the Foreign Languages University in 2019. My parents were so proud. Flight attendant sounds amazing. Kyung-suk said. I shook my head. In 2020, I was assigned to the Supreme Leader's private jet. Went to Russia and China. I saw Beijing Airport. Moscow streets. How free people were. They lived so much better than us. We were taught we lived the best. Young Ran muttered. I nodded. All lies. That's what I learned. Then last year I was suddenly transferred. Special promotion to the Coastal Guard. I was excited at first. But when I got here, it was worse than being a flight attendant. Young Ran spoke. I was born in a fishing village near Wonsan. My father was a fisherman. The sea was like home. So you know boats well? Sun-hee asked. Young Ran nodded. Yes. I went out with my father since I was little. That's why I joined the Coastal Guard. They put me on patrol boat duty right away. Can you operate a patrol boat alone? Sun-hee's eyes lit up. Young Ran hesitated, then answered, Yes, I can. Why? Sun-hee didn't answer. Instead, she looked at Kyung-suk. What about you? Kyung-suk spoke softly. I'm from a mountain village in North Hamgyong Province. We were really poor. During the arduous march, my brothers starved to death. Oh no, I gasped. Kyung-suk continued. Mom raised me alone. Sold corn at the market. Even that wasn't enough. So I joined the military in 2022 for the rations. That must have been hard, Sun-hee said. Kyung-suk nodded. A few months after I was assigned to the Coastal Guard, I was on patrol and got swept away by a wave. Thought I was going to die. How did you survive? A colleague saved me. But while I was underwater, I thought I should have just swum south. I keep thinking about that lately. We looked at each other. Pleasure squad member, flight attendant, official's daughter, fisherman's daughter, farm girl, 5 different paths. But we'd all arrived at the same hell. Sun-hee spoke. We were all fooled. I was fooled by the word honor. Mi-hyang was fooled by promotion. Hae-suk believed in her father. Young Ran believed in defending the fatherland. Kyung-suk believed in rations. She clenched her fist. But what was the truth? We weren't people. We were objects. Tools of the system. She was right. We all nodded. So what do we do now? Kyung-suk asked. Sun-hee looked around at us. We leave. We get out. That night, the same thought began to take root in all 5 of our minds. Emergency notice. The Supreme Leader will inspect our base this Friday. The political officer's voice blared through the loudspeaker. The entire base froze. The Supreme Leader was coming? All hands on deck. Everything must be perfect within 1 week. Hell began that day. Cleaning, painting, equipment checks. We barely slept 2 hours a night. But the 5 of us had a different worry. That night when we met in the warehouse, Sun-hee was trembling. What do I do if the Supreme Leader recognizes me? Sun-hee was from the pleasure squad. She'd entertained officials close to the Supreme Leader. If he remembered her face, why is a pleasure squad member here? That question would be the end of her. You have to hide, Young Ran said. On inspection day, just hide somewhere. That'll look even more suspicious. What if they ask why someone's missing? Hae-suk countered. I thought about it. What could we do? What if we say you're sick in the hospital? They'll check hospital records. We'll get caught. We couldn't find an answer. A week passed like that. Friday morning arrived. August 11th, 2023. All personnel assemble. The Supreme Leader arrives soon. We lined up. Sun-hee stood in the back row, head bowed as low as possible. Please, please don't let him see me, she whispered. I squeezed her hand. 10 o'clock. Black sedans rolled in. Security guards stepped out first. Then the Supreme Leader appeared. Long live the Supreme Leader, we shouted in unison. He waved and walked forward. My heart pounded. Next to me, Sun-hee trembled. Comrades, you've worked hard. The Supreme Leader spoke. The base commander began the tour. First, we'll show you the patrol boats. Patrol boats? Those were what Young Ran operated. The boat hangar was right next to our barracks. The entourage moved toward the hangar. We followed. Then suddenly a political officer called out to us. Female soldiers, go wait in the warehouse. What? Female soldiers can't be wandering around in front of the Supreme Leader. Get to the warehouse. I looked at Sun-hee. She let out a breath of relief. Let's go. The 5 of us entered the equipment warehouse next to the boat hangar. It was dark and cramped. Voices came from outside. This is our latest patrol boat. The commander's voice, very close. How is its performance? The Supreme Leader's voice, extremely close. Sun-hee held her breath. None of us moved. Top speed 40 knots, range 200 nautical miles. Optimized for NLL patrol. Footsteps came closer, right up to the warehouse door. What's this warehouse? The Supreme Leader asked. My heart stopped. Equipment storage, Supreme Leader. Open it. What? We looked at each other. Sun-hee's face went white. The door handle turned. Kyung-suk coughed. Just a small sound. But they heard it outside. Is someone in there? The Supreme Leader's voice. Young Ran quickly covered Kyung-suk's mouth. The door opened. Light flooded in. We crouched at the very back behind piles of equipment. The Supreme Leader peered inside. We didn't even breathe. Sun-hee closed her eyes. I gripped her hand tight. Must be rats, the Supreme Leader said. Aren't you cleaning properly? My apologies, Supreme Leader. We'll take care of it immediately. The commander answered hastily. Fine. Move to the next location. The door closed. Footsteps faded. Only then did we exhale. We're alive. Young Ran whispered. Sun-hee sank to the floor. 3 meters. He was 3 meters away. Her voice shook. The Supreme Leader was right there. If I'd coughed, if I'd moved even a little. Hae-suk hugged her. It's okay, honey. It's okay now. But it wasn't okay. We all knew that. An hour later, the Supreme Leader's party left. Only then could we leave the warehouse. That night, the 5 of us met again. Sun-hee spoke. Today, I thought I was going to die. Really? Me too, Kyung-suk answered. I'm so sorry I coughed. No, it's not your fault. Sun-hee took Kyung-suk's hand. Then she looked around at us. We can't wait any longer. We go this month. Honey, I called out. Sun-hee looked straight at me. Mi-hyang, do you know how lucky we were today? If the Supreme Leader had actually come inside, we'd all be dead. Next time, we might not be so lucky. She was right. So what do we do? Hae-suk asked. Sun-hee looked at Young Ran. Young Ran, you said you can operate a patrol boat alone? Yes, I can. Then we take it. Where to? Across the sea. South. Silence fell. We all knew what she meant. Surviving today was chance. But next time, chance might not be there. We have to leave before then. Sun-hee's voice was firm. That day, our decision was made. The day after the Supreme Leader's inspection, we began planning in earnest. Young Ran, can the patrol boat run at night? Sun-hee asked. Young Ran nodded. Yes. I went fishing at night with my father since I was little. I can navigate by stars alone. Fuel? Regular patrols go out with full tanks. Enough to reach the NLL and back. Good. Young Ran would handle the navigation. I'll handle the armory, Sun-hee said. I ran errands for officials in the pleasure squad. I know where the keys are. Hae-suk raised her hand. I'll memorize the NLL coordinates. My father's a party official, so I learned how to read maps. What about you, Mi-hyang? Sun-hee looked at me. I thought for a moment. We need to take down the guard. We need permission to take out the patrol boat. How? I learned self-defense during flight attendant training. Hit the right pressure point and they'll pass out. Kyung-suk looked worried. What about me? I can't do anything. That's not true. Young Ran took Kyung-suk's hand. You'll prepare emergency fuel cans, just in case. If we run out of fuel, we're finished. Okay, I will. We assigned roles. Next question, when? When's the next night patrol shift? Sun-hee asked. Young Ran checked the duty roster. Next Tuesday night. Actually, Wednesday would be better. Why? Wednesday is August 15th. We looked at each other. August 15th, Liberation Day. That's South Korea's Liberation Day. Hyesuk said. Sunhee smiled. Perfect. We'll be liberated that day too. August 15th it is. D-Day was set. 1 week away. For that week we each prepared. Young Ran inspected the patrol boat under the guise of maintenance. Engine condition, fuel tanks, steering all checked. Everything looks good. No problems. Sunhee walked past the armory often. Pinpointed exactly where the keys were. Hyesuk secretly studied maps and memorized coordinates. Direction to the NLL, distance estimated time. 30 nautical miles. Full speed about 40 minutes. Kyung-suk used cleaning as an excuse to sneak out emergency fuel cans. Hid them near the patrol boat. I observed the guard's movements. Where he stood. When he let his guard down. Around 3 in the morning he gets drowsy. That's our window. The week flew by. Then the night of August 14th arrived. Tomorrow was the day. That night we met one last time. No one spoke. Tension and fear filled the air. Sunhee broke the silence. Are you all really going? If we're caught, it's execution. Our families go to camps. We nodded. Young Ran spoke. Still better than staying here. Living like this. I'd rather. Right. Kyung-suk nodded too. I'm ready, Mom. I'm sorry. Hyesuk wiped away tears. I'll shame my father. But this isn't living. I spoke up. My parents are in Pyongyang. If I escape, they'll suffer. But I still have to go. I can't live like this. Sunhee looked around at us. Then let's promise. No giving up. If we die together. Yes, we clasped hands. That night I couldn't sleep. My parents' faces kept appearing. Mom, Dad, I'm sorry. But I want to live. I want to live like a human being. I said it in my heart. Kyung-suk couldn't sleep either. I heard her whisper. Mom, please forgive me. For not being a good daughter. Young Ran stared out the window. Toward the sea. Father, I'm taking the boat. Just like you taught me. Hyesuk hugged her knees. Father, I'm sorry. For being a bad daughter. But I'm human too. Only Sunhee was quiet, but her shoulders shook. Dawn broke. August 15th. Our D-Day. We spent the day as usual. No one could notice. Training, cleaning, meals. But in our hearts we kept repeating, tonight. 3 in the morning. Patrol boat. The sun set. Darkness fell. We each lay down in our beds. But no one slept. Midnight passed. 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Finally 2:50 arrived. Young Ran sat up. One by one we all did. Sunhee whispered softly, let's go. We nodded. Now we were crossing a river with no return. 3 o'clock sharp. The 5 of us slipped quietly out of the barracks. In the darkness we exchanged glances. This was it. Sunhee moved first. Toward the armory. The key hung on the wall of the duty room. The duty officer was slumped over his desk, asleep. She crept inside. Reached for the key. Almost made a clicking sound, but she caught it with her hand. She emerged. Success. Meanwhile, Kyung-suk carried the hidden emergency fuel can toward the patrol boat. Heavy, but she endured. Young Ran, Hyesuk, and I headed to the boat hangar. Who's there? The guard shouted. I answered calmly. Night patrol going out. Now, where's the authorization? Right here. I approached. In an instant, I struck his pressure point. A move from flight attendant training. Huh. The guard collapsed. Unconscious. Not dead. Hurry! We boarded the patrol boat. Young Ran took the helm. Kyung-suk loaded the emergency fuel. Hyesuk spread out the compass and coordinates. Sunhee came back from the armory with a gun. Just in case. She started the engine. The roar was loud. It's fine. Night patrols always leave at this hour, Young Ran said calmly. She really knew boats. The patrol boat left the dock. Moved forward slowly. Regular patrol departing. Young Ran called over the radio. Confirmed. Safe sailing. The radio went quiet. We held our breath. We left once in harbor. The sea appeared. In the darkness, only the sound of waves. Turn south now, Hyesuk said. Young Ran nodded and turned the wheel. South. In that moment, we all knew. There was no going back. Full speed, Sunhee said. Young Ran pushed the engine to maximum. The boat accelerated. Cut through the waves, heading south. Goodbye, my homeland, Kyung-suk whispered. Looking back. I looked back too. The lights of Wonsan coast grew smaller. Pyongyang wasn't visible, but I said goodbye in my heart. Mom, Dad, goodbye. Your daughter wants to live. Hold hands, Sunhee said. We clasped hands. Let's make it alive. We have to. Yes. 10 minutes passed. Then, Patrol Boat 02. Patrol Boat 02, respond. The radio crackled. We'd been discovered. Ignore it. Keep going, Sun He said. We turned off the radio. Return immediately. If you don't return, we'll fire. A loudspeaker echoed across the water from the shore. Then boom, a shell fell. A column of water shot up. Coastal artillery, Young Ran shouted. She began zigzagging. Boom, boom, boom! Shells kept falling, but Young Ran dodged so well nothing hit us. Young Ran, you're amazing, I shouted. My father taught me how to navigate in storms. Young Ran yelled back. She was incredible. About 15 minutes later, lights appeared behind us. Fast boats, Hyasuk shouted. 3 North Korean speedboats were chasing us. How fast are they? Faster than us. Young Ran answered. Fear set in. Rat, tut, tut, tut. Machine gun fire. Bullets flew. Get down! We hit the deck. Bullets grazed the boat. Fuel? Sun He asked. About half left. Distance to the NLL? Hyasuk checked the coordinates. 15 nautical miles, 20 minutes. Can we make it? We have to. Rat-tut-tut-tut. Rat-tut-tut-tut. The gunfire continued. The speedboats closed in. Thwack, Sun He screamed. Honey! Blood poured from Sun He's leg. She'd been shot. I'm fine, keep going. She gritted her teeth. I wrapped her leg with bandages. Hang on, honey. Rat-tut-tut-tut. This time Kyung-suk grabbed her shoulder. Ah, Kyung-suk. I'm okay, go, keep going. Kyung-suk was hit too, but we kept pushing forward. The speedboats came within 50 meters. This is it. Hee-suk despaired, but Young Ran shouted. Not yet. Young Ran zigzagged even harder, using the waves, dodging bullets. Young Ran, incredible. My father taught me this too. Then Hee-suk screamed. There, look there. Lights appeared beyond the horizon. It's the NLL, the boundary line. Hope emerged. Just a little more, just a little. Young Ran drove with all her strength. The speedboats closed to 30 meters. Rat-tut-tut-tut. Bullets rained down. Almost there, Hyasuk yelled. 10 meters. 5 meters. 2 meters. We crossed the NLL. We cheered. Looking back, the North Korean speedboats stopped at the line. Don't cross the line, return or we'll fire. The loudspeaker sounded, but we kept heading south. We did it. We actually did it. Sun He cried. We all cried. Then a large ship appeared ahead. A South Korean patrol vessel. When the South Korean patrol vessel appeared, I thought we were saved. I was wrong. Identify yourselves. Stop your engine immediately. A loudspeaker voice. South Korean Navy. But their guns pointed at us. What do we do? Kyung-suk trembled. Blood still flowing from her shoulder. Boom! Warning shot. A shell fell in front of our boat. Stop your engine or we'll sink you. Young Ran quickly cut the engine. The boat stopped. They think we're the enemy, Hyasuk said. She was right. We were on a North Korean patrol boat. What if they shoot? No, Sun He shouted. Blood flowed from her leg, but she stood up. Drop the weapons. Everything in the water. We hurried to throw the gun overboard. Hands up! Everyone hands up! Sun He yelled. All 5 of us went on deck with our hands raised high. We are North Korean female soldiers. We surrender. Sun He shouted at the top of her lungs. We're defectors. Please save us. Silence. Movement on the South Korean vessel. 5 people. All women? Someone said over the loudspeaker. Yes, we're female soldiers from the North Korean Coastal Guard. We escaped on a patrol boat. I shouted. More silence. It felt long. Then Sun He collapsed. Honey! Too much blood from the leg wound. Her face turned white. Honey, stay with us. Kyung-suk slumped down too. Her shoulder wound. Help us. Our friends are dying. I yelled toward the South Korean vessel. Please save them. Movement. A rubber boat lowered. South Korean sailors headed toward us. Don't move. Hands on your head. The soldiers aimed their guns. We raised our hands higher. One boarded our boat. Searched it. Checked for weapons. Clear. No weapons. He reported via radio. 2 injured, critical condition. Evacuate immediately. Orders came from the vessel. A medic came on the rubber boat. A female soldier. Injured personnel over here. Warm voice. Respectful language. I choked up at those words. I'd never heard that tone in North Korea. The medic examined Sun He. Severe bleeding. Get her to the ship now. They transferred Sun Hee and Kyung Suk to stretchers. We boarded the rubber boat. When we climbed onto the patrol vessel, they gave us blankets. You must be cold. Are you okay? A South Korean sailor asked, respectful again. But we were. The enemy, I murmured. The sailor smiled. Not anymore. Now we're on the same side. Those words brought tears. We went to the medical bay. The female medic treated Sun Hee and Kyung Suk. This will hurt. Please bear with me. No life-threatening injuries. You're lucky, the medic said. We breathed sighs of relief. After treatment, they led us to the ship's cafeteria. You need to eat. Please help yourselves. Food was laid out. Rice, soup, side dishes. We froze looking at it. This is military food, Young Ran asked. It was too abundant. Yes. Today's menu is a bit simple, but it should be acceptable. Simple, this? We picked up our spoons, took a bite of rice. It's delicious, Kyung Suk cried. We really made it. After the meal, the captain called us in. Welcome to the Republic of Korea. The captain saluted us. You're saluting. Us. Hae-suk was flustered. The captain smiled. You're soldiers too. Of course I salute. Soldiers. People. Respect. Things we'd never felt in North Korea. We'll transfer you to Seoul now. By helicopter. Helicopter. Yes. You have injured personnel. We need to move fast. When we went on deck, the horizon was brightening. The sun was rising. Rising from the east. That's the sunrise of freedom, Sun Hee whispered. We held hands. We did it. The sea saved us. Now we're free. A helicopter sound. Coming to pick us up. As we lifted off, I looked down at the sea we'd crossed with our lives, and far in the distance, the north, the place we'd left. Goodbye, Kyung Suk said softly. The helicopter flew south, toward Seoul. Chapter 7. Seoul's lights, family left behind. August 15, 2023, afternoon Seoul. Through the helicopter window, Seoul appeared. Is that Seoul? Young Ran's jaw dropped. Forest of buildings, roads packed with cars, lights blazing. Even though it was night, it's more dazzling than China. Hae-suk muttered. I was amazed too. As a flight attendant, I'd been to Beijing and Moscow, but Seoul was different. They taught us the South was poor. All lies. Kyung Suk wiped tears. The helicopter landed. National Intelligence Service vehicles waited. Please get in. Take your time. A staff member opened the door. Respectful language again. The car interior was warm. Air conditioning. So cool. Sun Hee said. Her leg was bandaged, but she looked better. We arrived at the NIS building. They led us to a room. You can rest here. The bathroom is over there. We've prepared everything for you to wash up. We went to the bathroom. When we opened the door, we froze. This is a bathroom. Clean tiles, toilet, sink, shower. Nothing like the Coastal Guard bathrooms in the north. Here, even women get bathrooms like this. Hae-suk murmured. After washing up, dinner was ready. Eat plenty. You've been through so much. Rice, soup, meat, vegetables, even fruit. We ate in silence. Pollock stew. Tears came when I saw one dish. My mother used to make it. Mom, I cried quietly. After the meal, a staff member turned on the TV. It's news time, if you'd like to watch. The screen showed us. This morning, 5 North Korean female soldiers seized a patrol boat and crossed the NLL to defect. They're reported to have diverse backgrounds, including flight attendant and pleasure squad member. Our faces appeared, pixelated. We're on the news. Young Ran trembled. North Korea will see this too, Hae-suk said. Suddenly we all froze. Our families. The next morning, an NA's staff member entered with a serious expression. Everyone, North Korean TV broadcast about you. Do you want to see it? We looked at each other. We didn't want to, but we had to. The screen turned on. North Korean Central TV. Traitors have betrayed the fatherland and surrendered to the enemy. The announcer's voice was cold. The next scene stopped our breath. My mother appeared. On a Pyongyang street. I don't know that daughter. She's a traitor who betrayed the fatherland. My mother's voice shook. Forced words anyone could see. Mom! I reached toward the screen. Hae-suk's father appeared too, no longer in his party official uniform. I expel my daughter Young Hee-suk from the party. I will step down from all positions. He bowed his head. Father. Hae-suk collapsed. Kyung-suk's mother appeared. In front of their mountain village house. My daughter did this terrible thing. I've been expelled from the village. Her mother held a bundle of belongings. Mom, no. Mom? Kyung-suk cried. Sun-hee and Young-ran's parents appeared too, all condemning their daughters. The screen went black. We couldn't speak. We just cried. Because of us. Hye-suk sobbed. Father lost everything. Mom was kicked out of her home. Kyung-suk cried too. So did I. My mother's face kept appearing. Then Sun-hee spoke. Did we do wrong? Silence. No, I said. We just wanted to live, like human beings. But our families, when reunification comes, we can find them. Young-ran said. Until then, we have to live well. We can't die. We have to survive and meet them again someday. She was right. Yes, we have to live. Sun-hee wiped her tears. If we die here, there's no hope for our families either. We have to live well. That's what we can show them. We hugged each other. I'm sorry, Mom. Father, forgive me. We'll meet again someday. That night I looked out the window. Seoul's night view. Somewhere up north our families were there. Mom, your daughter will live well. I promise I'll live well. And when reunification comes, I'll find you. I made a promise in my heart. 2 years passed. Now I'm in Gangneung, running a cafe with an ocean view. The name Patrol Boat Cafe. Annie, coffee's ready. Young-ran brought out coffee. She's the cafe barista. Thanks. Through the window, the East Sea. The sea we crossed. How does it feel seeing the sea from here? Sun-hee asked. She runs the kitchen. The scar from her gunshot wound remains, but she walks fine now. It reminds me of that day. How scared I was. Me too. But now, I'm grateful. She was right. That sea saved us. Photos hang on the cafe wall. Our picture from the resettlement center, the day we opened the cafe, and ocean photos. Annies, I'm here! Kyung-suk burst through the door. These days she's learning to be a henyo, a professional diver in Yangyang. How's the diving? Good. Scared at first, but fine now. Being swept away was traumatic, but I've overcome it. Kyung-suk smiled brightly. Her shoulder scar remains, but she looks healthy. Where's Hee-suk? Reunification group meeting. She'll be here this afternoon. Hye-suk works with defector support organizations now, helping people find family left in the north. Afternoon came. Hye-suk ran in. Annies, big news! What happened? Hye-suk pulled out an envelope. Her hands trembled. A letter. Came through a Chinese broker. A letter? We looked at each other. Hye-suk opened the envelope, pulled out paper. From my father. What does it say? Hye-suk read with a shaking voice. Hye-suk, it's Dad. Heard all 5 of you are safe. Thank goodness. Dad lost his position, but I'm okay. Mom is healthy too. Don't worry too much. Just knowing you're alive makes Dad happy. Live well. Someday. I believe we'll meet. Hye-suk cried. We all did. He's alive. Father's alive. Your mothers are okay too. I confirmed with the broker. Hye-suk said. Mi-hyang's mother, Kyung-suk's mother, Sun-hee Annie's parents, Young-ran's father. All safe. They didn't go to camps. Really? Yes, they were investigated at first, but they drew a line said their daughters betrayed them. So they were released. Relief washed over us. Mom. I spoke toward the north in my heart. Mom, your daughter is living well. Don't worry. That evening, the 5 of us sat on the cafe terrace overlooking the sea. So much has happened in 2 years. Young-ran said. Right. Remember when we first came to South Korea? Sun-hee smiled. We stood in the mart for ages, not knowing if we could buy things. When I first touched a smartphone, my hands shook. Kyung-suk said. I couldn't believe convenience stores were open 24 hours. Hye-suk reminisced. I remembered, too, the first moments of freedom. I was shocked taking the bus. No one asked for my ID. No surveillance. Right. Here, we're people, not objects, Sun-hee said. Even if I were reborn, I'd cross the sea again. No regrets. Young-ran nodded. Me too. We couldn't go through the DMZ, but the sea was possible. We chose the sea, Kyung-suk said. Yes, we chose the sea. Sun-hee looked around at us. What's everyone doing now? I'm studying for university. Aviation, I answered. From flight attendant to pilot? Amazing. Didn't you say you're studying to be a counselor, Annie? Yes, I want to help other victims, Sun-hee said. I'm working toward a diving certificate. Kyung-suk smiled. You used to be terrified of the sea. Not anymore. The sea saved us. I'm preparing for the Coast Guard exam, Young-ran said. I protected North Korean waters. Now I'll protect South Korean waters. I'll keep helping defectors, helping them find their families, Hye-suk vowed. We looked at the sea. Our families are up north, right? Yes. Maybe eating dinner right now? I want to go when reunification comes, Kyung-suk said. I want to bring Mom here and show her this sea. Me too. I want to take Father on a boat and show him the ocean. Young Ran wiped tears. Will we see reunification in our lifetime? Hyasuk asked. Son, he answered. I don't know. But there's hope. We made it across. We crossed the sea. Right. We're living proof, I said. There are people like us in North Korea. Junior flight attendants, junior pleasure squad members, female soldiers. I want to tell them. Kyung-suk said, You're human too. You have dignity. You can find freedom. We clasped hands. Like that night 2 years ago, we chose the sea, Sun-hee said. There's another way besides the DMZ, Young Ran added. Freedom is worth risking your life for. Hae-suk nodded. And this freedom we must never take it for granted. Kyung-suk said. I spoke too. Everyone, please cherish this freedom. We risked our lives for this. The sun was setting. A sunset over the sea. Beautiful. We watched that sunset. 2 years ago we crossed the sea at dawn, ready to die. Now we're watching the sunset of freedom, alive. Anis, let's take a photo. Young Ran pulled out her phone. We stood with the sea behind us, all 5 with arms around each other. 1, 2, 3. Click. In the photo we were smiling. Truly, let's hang this on the cafe wall. Okay. That night I wrote in my diary, February 2025, a year and a half since we defected. There were hard days we cried. Sleepless nights thinking of family left in the north, but no regrets. We crossed the sea. We found freedom. And now we're living like human beings. When reunification comes, I want to bring my family and show them this sea that saved us. Closing the diary, I looked out the window. Somewhere up north, our families are there. And someone else right now is dreaming of escape, just like we did. The sea is always there. The path to freedom is open. I sent that message in my heart. We chose the sea, and the sea gave us freedom.